Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for a deadlift day, but a quick reminder for those of you who watch these videos, please remember to click like down below. It would be greatly appreciated. Alright, and today 495 felt heavy. I just called it. Like, you know what? That felt heavy. Didn't feel good. Glutes felt weak, everything else. Something else I've already realized earlier this week, I'm going to have to quit doing all the sled dragging I've been doing. It's interfering with recovery. My only real GPP needs to be just my walking in my vest, walking to the grocery store. And I need to leave it at that for now. You know, I built my GPP way up, but it's interfering with recovery. And again, the things I've noticed, lack of heavy hip hinging for volume, absolutely affecting my deadlift. You know, I had said that I felt like it was an issue with the squatting. We're going to do good mornings. And I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to stick with good mornings because they built my squat and deadlift before. They helped me tremendously. They helped me get there. And I'm noticing I'm not getting as much these days out of things like the reverse hypers, the glute ham raises, just plain old good mornings. And I think it's because I'm just not loading, you know, enough weight up top. Just in general. And these have always worked great for my glutes, hamstrings, back, everything. So I think what I'm going to do, and I'm going to add volume deadlifts back in. I feel like every time I take the sets of 10 out on my deadlifts start to go down a little. And I think it's just the lack of that movement pattern, lack of the specific hypertrophy. And I feel like that's really all my deadlifts need other than, you know, just back work. That's all they really need is volume deadlifts and good mornings. Okay, it's really what I think I need to do. So I'm probably going to mess with the cambered bar on squat day, and I'm going to use the safety bar on this day. I'm going to have to manage the total volume, though, which means I can't add a lot of other stuff in. But I ended up later in this session saying, I shouldn't have skipped the volume deadlifts. Why am I doing this? I should have done them right after deadlifting, then done the good mornings, then all the other back work. Okay. But I'm looking at what's the stuff that got me up to even like a 625 deficit before. You know, what got me there? It was, you know, the heavy singles and then hypertrophy volume. But the good mornings helped with my squats so much, right? They helped my squats tremendously. So again, what we're going to probably do, because have been thinking about throwing in the hip thrust and everything, but it's like, guys, I need to just train 3 days a week. I don't even think me doing that shoulder circuit yesterday was ideal for my deadlifting today. I woke up with trap DOMs. So getting this all pulled back together, we're going to stick with the 3-day the way we're doing it. Hypertrophy after the singles. Squat day, belt squats and good mornings will be fine. All right, that'll be fine. Okay. I'm going to stick with my original plan on the benching rather than messing with the closed grip yet. I thought about it. Look, I need to stick to the plan that I'm doing with the best wrist stacking. It's going to give me the best chest development and everything. And if after this meet, it's too close to a meet to change that. After this meet, if I still feel closed grip might be the way to go, I might mess with it. But I think I need to stick out the bench style that's going to put the most meat on me and give me good leverages, even if I seem to be stronger at closed grip. So we're going to stick with that and stick with the original plan. Not change it. Deadlift day, though. I'm going to change this order around a little bit. Next time. So we're going to do a heavy pull, then we'll do volume, then good mornings, and chins and rows. Hey, chins, my biceps got so pumped today. It was ridiculous. I stopped at 4 sets. Just the body weight chins. And some of the last couple I was only getting 8. My biceps were just getting super pumped to the point where they were limiting me. And I think really chins and rows are all I'm going to do for biceps. I'm going to do a lot of direct tricep work, smaller movements, just the extensions I've been doing, you know, which are a multi-joint movement. I'm not as worried about biceps. Chins hit my biceps harder than anything. And now that I'm doing them with just body weight, again, the volume's going to be pretty high. I need to get back to where I can do maybe the 5 sets in one workout. But again, I was trying to knock through this workout really, really, really fast. I finished this whole thing in like an hour and a half. And I just wanted to get through it quick. So it probably took shorter breaks. It probably limited my ability to get as many sets here as I wanted. Had I taken longer breaks, I probably could have got the 5. But I got through these because I just wanted to get back over and do some deadlifts. As soon as I did the first set, I'm like, I really need a deadlift. And because I had done good mornings and chins first, the deadlifts I knew I wasn't going to be able to handle much, but I just wanted to get a little volume in. So I, threw on my straps, grabbed the stiff bar, just threw 315 on and did 2 sets of 10. But after this other work, this was fatiguing. And I've done this before where I've done literally 5 sets of 10 down in the 300s before, or 3 sets of 10, and my deadlift started going up after doing heavy work. So again, it's perfectly fine. Again, it's part of the overall fatigue that we get. And actually, to be honest, I felt this tons in my lats, even after doing the other stuff. I'll count it as part of my lat work. I'll call it 10 sets for lats. So we did 4 chins and we did 4 sets of the rows. And, so again, this is the stuff that I know has given me the best deadlifts in the past. Right? And even though I'm getting leaner, I'm getting down to these lighter and lighter body weights. Got to build the whole backside of the body, really. It's where the focus needs to be. So, again, just did 2 sets of 10, and they were pretty fatiguing. Then I went over and I'm like, look, I've added rows in. Again, I like seal rows. But what rows was I doing when I first broke over a 600 deadlift on YouTube again? And I did it with a beautiful grip, everything. I'd been doing chins, and of course I've been doing axle bar rows. Right? And it's one of those where I locked the 615 the first time I pulled it again and just held it and talked for a minute. Axle bar rows. And I can tell that my radial brachialis and stuff, since I haven't been rowing, and my grip, I feel like it is possibly regressed a hair, especially with cutting and losing weight. So let's work the rows back in. Work the rows back in with the axle bar and see how that does with my grip. But again, I started running into grip issues. The first set was fine, but then I noticed I've got to get closer and closer. I like them wide for the extra rear delt work, but we're doing delt work. You know what? I'm doing a little bit of band work on the off day. That's going to be all I really do. Abs, some band work, walking. I'm getting more rear delt there too, so it's fine. I'm not worried about it. This will hit lats nice and hard, but it hit my forearms and my grip. My forearms were so pumped from using this bar again that on the last couple sets, or the last 3 sets out of the 4, it was starting to fail. And I was getting great back stimulation. I don't want it to sound like it was so limiting that I wasn't getting back stimulation. But it definitely lit those forearms and grip up. My God. But again, and this is only, I believe, 190 pounds. Right? It's not even that heavy. 190 pounds. You guys have seen me row 250 for sets of 10 off the floor, fairly strict in the past. But I was thicker. It's before cutting this lean. Right? But chin-ups and rows. Chins and rows and deadlifts. That'll keep that whole backside thick. Right? Good mornings will be the main supplemental lift for my lower body. And but yeah, the rowing like this forces me to get isometric again, isometric contraction. And I think I can recover from it all. Right? I think I can recover from it as long as I limit total volume. That's the main thing of saying, look, we don't need to be doing 20 sets of muscle. So even if I'm going to do the good mornings, 5 sets on each of the days, only do 3 sets of the deadlifts, gives me 13 sets. Okay, we can handle a little bit of isometric work. And again, help bring that deadlift back up. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.